Hey everybody, Parallel here, and welcome to Victory is Life. The expansion is live, everybody. But before I dive into talking about all the new content we got, look at this. This is the new remodeling of the Tier 6 Jem'Hadar Dreadnought Carrier. It looks sick. Oh, it looks so freaking good, man. I cannot believe the amazing job. Cryptic, your ship artists are amazing. Just look at this. This looks way more like the show. This whole underside was completely redone. Oh man, it just looks amazing. I mean, look at the details. The texture work is so much better. And look at these. They also redid the modeling for the Jem'Hadar bug ships as well. Those are looking quite fine. See if I can zoom in on one right here. See? Yeah, they look really good. Wow, that is amazing, guys. So, yeah, I just wanted to do that right away because I was completely and thoroughly impressed. I mean, it's almost like a new ship now. I mean, man, look at all of the... It has all of the glowing blue windows and everything. It has a real sense of size and scale now. It looks very imposing. But yeah, I just had to show this first before jumping into the new content of this. I don't know. I had no idea it was going to be this great of looking of a ship. So there it is, guys. Now... yeah, it's just amazing. Now what I want to do in this video is actually talk about what is new in Victory is Life. So I'm going to go through the patch notes, hit the highlights of what the new content is and what we can focus on. And as you can see, the wormhole just opened there. I'm actually very close to Deep Space Nine. It's right over there. Let's zoom out a little bit. You can see Deep Space Nine floating over there, which also got a very nice visual rework, both the exterior and interior. So we'll be taking a look at that. I kind of want to take a tour of Deep Space Nine because even though this was on Tribble for a while, I never actually jumped onto Tribble, and I have no idea what it looks like on the inside, and I want to check that out in detail. So we'll do a walkthrough of Deep Space Nine, and then finally, I am going to purchase the Vanguard. Well, I guess what they call it, the Gamma Vanguard bundle. The mega bundle that has all the ships and everything for the expansion. And so we'll take a look at that in the C-Store and see what all the rewards are and try to claim as much as we can. So get an idea of what we're looking at as far as the rewards go. Take a look at maybe some of the actual numbers because I'm very curious to see them. Now, before I do purchase the pack, though, I want to go through the C-Store and see what parts of the pack can be purchased individually. There was a lot of questions about this on Reddit. There was no real information in a blog or anything posted by Cryptic as far as what was exclusive to the Vanguard pack and what could also be purchased separately in the C-Store. And I think a lot of people will probably want to know what can be bought separately before, they decide to jump in and buy the pack. So I will take a look at that in the C-Store before purchasing the pack. All right, guys, but yeah, man, this is so good. I'm so excited for this. Now, first thing, what I'm going to do here, let's go ahead and pull up, I'll kind of mosey on over to Deep Space Nine while I pull up the What's New in Victory is Life window here. So let's hit some of the highlights. And then we'll take a tour of the new Deep Space Nine. All right, so first highlight is, of course, you'll be able to create a Jem'Hadar captain. And yeah, I see they're very explicit about this now. It's no longer like called a Dominion faction or a Gamma Quadrant faction. It's just the Jem'Hadar faction, because it's hard to even call it a faction because it's just one race. But yes, so you could create a Jem'Hadar now. And as has been previously announced, that you can create free-to-play players can create a Jem'Hadar captain, but if you purchase the Vanguard pack, then you can create a Jem'Hadar Vanguard captain, which is a bit more powerful because it has the space trait. So if you're looking for a captain with an actual space trait, i.e. something that will actually improve your stats in space, not just ground combat, you need to purchase the Vanguard version of the Jem'Hadar. And I'm actually not even sure if you can buy the Jem'Hadar Vanguard race separately in the C-store, so I'll take a look at that as well before buying the Vanguard pack. But the Jem'Hadar will be starting at level 60, and they will be accessible to everyone. So even a free-to-play player, you'll be able to jump in, create a Jem'Hadar, and start right at level 60, which is pretty cool. Just, I would say beware. If you are a complete newbie to Star Trek Online, I don't think I would actually recommend doing that. Okay, so we're in range here. I'll go ahead and slow down, but we'll take a look. I would actually not recommend creating a Jem'Hadar at level 60 right away. There's no, well, from what I understand anyway, I haven't played through the Jem'Hadar yet, but my understanding is that there is no tutorial, or it's very minimal tutorial. So I would say you probably want to level a character normally first, and then jump in and create a Jem'Hadar, just so you actually can get a feel of the game. If you've already leveled a character previously to 60, then you're good. Just go ahead and create a Jem'Hadar, and they'll have a free alt at level 60. Speaking of free alts, I did check. Cryptic did give everyone a free character slot. So I received mine as well. So as soon as you log in, you'll be able to create a Jem'Hadar in that free character slot. What else did we get? We got Jem'Hadar Recruitment event. I'm a little worried about this because this was, when they announced it, Cryptic called this the Gamma Recruitment event. Now they're just calling it the Jem'Hadar Recruitment event. And that is making me think this is exclusive to Jem'Hadar. And I was really hoping that I would be able to create a Cardassian and participate in this recruitment event. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that or not. I will give it a try, but I'm not optimistic. But anyway, so for a limited time from June 5th through July 18th, so you got a little month and a half or so, whenever you create, when you create a Jem'Hadar recruit, there will be a Jem'Hadar recruit event where all Jem'Hadar captains created during this time will be able to unlock rewards for the entire account. So basically, it's going to be very much like the Temporal Recruit event or the Delta Recruit event that was just recently rerun. And yeah, I will be taking a look at this in the future. This will definitely be getting its own video. Once I create a Jem'Hadar and do, play through their initial mission, I will take a look at this Jem'Hadar recruitment events and look at all the rewards. Because also in the blog that Cryptic released, it was very lacking in details of what the rewards actually are. They mentioned a few of them, but a lot was left up in the air. So I do want to look at that. I'm on my temporal character. I'm assuming they'll get some kind of item like the temporal transponder is what the temporal recruits got. I'm assuming they'll get some kind of item in your inventory that you'll be able to activate, and then it'll show you all the rewards and the achievements that you're going to have to complete. So that will be upcoming in a video here. In fact, that will probably be the very next video because I want to create a Jem'Hadar, go through the tutorial, and then look at this recruitment event. So that will be definitely high priority. That'll be my next video. I just don't think there'll be enough time in this video. This video is already going to be long with all the new content and looking at Deep Space Nine and the Vanguard pack. So there's going to be enough here already without, there won't be enough time to create a Jem'Hadar captain. So that will be cool. Let's, it says, this will begin once the Jem'Hadar completes the first episode, Turn the Tide. So yeah, similar to how the other recruitment events sort of ran, you have to complete the first couple missions. Maybe this is the first mission, I'm actually not sure. We'll take a look at the episode list. But you have to kind of complete the first couple missions before you get granted this item that you need that gives you all of the achievements and the rewards. So yeah, I'll play up to that point to be able to take a look at this recruitment event. But yeah, just make sure if you do create a Jem'Hadar captain, you complete this mission and get this item in your inventory. That's all you have to do technically before the event ends. So as long as you do that and the item is in your inventory, you're set forever. You can then work on the achievements at your own pace, even after the July 18th deadline. You just have to make sure you get this item in your inventory before the July 18th deadline. All right, what else we got here? The Gamma Quadrant story arc. So yeah, so we got a bunch of new episodes in the Gamma Quadrant story arc. It's available to all captains. Jem'Hadar captains will first... Okay, so here we go. Yeah, this will first start with the Turn the Tide. So that is the first episode. and then you will be able to play the rest of them. So that's the one episode that's kind of exclusive to the Jem'Hadar. A little bit disappointing there, honestly. I really think it should take more than one episode to introduce the Jem'Hadar faction to actually give them a sort of feeling as a faction. I know even the temporal recruits, I think we had 5 or 6 missions, I believe, before you sort of caught up to the normal timeline and then were joined the Federation proper. So that's definitely one of the more disappointing things, that there's only that one exclusive mission. But let's go ahead and pull up the episode list here and see what the other missions are. Cryptic has released blogs on most of these, I believe. They've kind of teased what these are about. I've been kind of avoiding those. I don't really want to be spoiled, although sometimes they release some lore and things for those episodes. But yeah, so how many we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we got 6 episodes, and then you've got the one additional episode if you're a Jem'Hadar, so 7. Looks like a total of 7 episodes for this expansion. Yeah, a little bit on the lacking side, although I don't want to be too judgmental, because this might be a quality over quantity type situation. If these are really awesome episodes with great rewards, I'm okay with only having 6 if they're really high quality, with great voice acting and plot and storyline. So I'm okay with that. So I'll reserve judgment. I'm more disappointed in just having the one mission for the Jem'Hadar introduction. I don't know how much you could do in just one episode. You need more than that to establish, your character and the setting. So, all right. So here's the missions we're going to be getting. Yep. 6 missions. Looking forward to it. I'll be doing a Let's Play on all of these for sure. I'm just not sure if I'll be doing them on the Jem'Hadar character or just my current character. So I'll kind of play that one by ear, see how things go, how I'm liking the Jem'Hadar faction. All right, so what else do we have here? We also have the Gamma Quadrant battle zone. So let's go ahead and pull up the let's go ahead and pull up the galaxy map here. And yep, sure enough, here we go. We've got a Gamma Quadrant. Let's go ahead and take a look at it here. So apparently the way this battle zone works is the whole Gamma Quadrant is... Oh, here's the wormhole right here. Okay. So yeah, here's the Gamma Quadrant. And so yeah, you'll be able to travel there. And apparently this whole sector space area is actually a battle zone that you'll be able to participate in. And that should be interesting. That's actually quite unique. There hasn't been anything really like that in other expansions. There have been other battle zones, but they're always usually in, just regular space, not in sector space. So I have to kind of see how that works and how it actually plays out. So that is pretty cool. Definitely a new piece of content there to check out. What else have we got? We got our new Q, which is called the Swarm. Planet is under attack from the Jem'Hadar. Keep them at bay to help those who are evacuating. Why are the Jem'Hadar attacking? I wonder if this is in a different point, or something must happen. I guess I'll have to kind of follow the storyline to see why the Jem'Hadar would be attacking and we'd have to protect from them. I thought the Herc would be attacking and we'd be on the side of the Jem'Hadar based on how the storyline is. But, so there we go. We got I believe it is a space queue. Let's go ahead and pull up the queue list here and just see. Oh yes, and this should be under the gamma marks. Yep, there we go. So yep, we got our new gamma marks here, everyone. That is the last item on the list, which is the Gamma Task Force reputation. So yeah, whole new reputation to grind out. We've got earned gamma marks and germanium carapace fragments. Germanium carapace fragments. That must be like the elite mark for the Gamma Task Force. While fighting the Gamma in the battle zone. So you can do it in the Gamma Quadrant battle zone, you get the marks, and you can do the Q to get the marks. I'm curious to see how many marks you get for the battle zone. Hopefully it'll be like the Undine battle zone, and then it wouldn't be too much of a grind, because the Undine battle zone is actually not too bad. So if it's along that lines, then it'd be good. If it's like the Zenkathi battle zone, then we're doomed, because that battle zone was horrid. It was a buggy mess, and everyone quit that zone within days. So I've never seen a battle zone die so quickly as the Zenkathi one, which is unfortunate. It had some neat ideas, but it was just overly complicated and unrewarding. So, and just flat out buggy. It just a lot of times nothing would progress. So those are the major highlights, everyone. So definitely a lot of content to cover. I'm planning to look at all this, but it will take some time. So you have to kind of be patient with me here. I do want to, cover all of this, but it will take several days, probably even several weeks to go through everything, because there's just so much here. But like I said, I do want to, and first thing after in the next video will be to create a Jem'Hadar, go through that first mission, and take a look at the recruitment event. That will be coming very soon, and then the rest of this will be over time. Looking at the patch notes, so there were actually other patch notes for some fixes and things in this patch. A few things I just wanted to touch on the highlights. And while we're doing that, let me kind of, oh wow. I'm going to kind of close in on Deep Space Nine here so you can kind of look at it while I am talking about the patch notes, because man, doesn't this look good? Let me turn off the UI. Man, this looks good. This looks so much more like the show. Oh, check this out. There's one of those new Cardassian ships. Is that the Science Dreadnought, I think? Oh, this is so good. I'm going to go underneath. I want to take a look. And I believe, don't these kind of smaller, I don't think they call them pylons. They look like the pylons, but they're smaller. I remember in the show, like this circular part would like pop out, and there'd be like torpedo turret launchers there, like rapid fire torpedo launchers that would waste everything. It looks like they are visually there, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, look at this. Looks so good. I'm assuming that's the main reactor. The lighting looks great. All the windows look good. And this texture here is definitely new. That definitely looks a lot more like the show. Hey, there's a Excelsior over there. And a Nandi. Crowded area. Got a couple of Ferengis hanging around. But yeah, look how good this looks now. Definite improvement. Lots more detail in the texture work. Looks fantastic. The central looks good. Ops, everything looks really good. So the the exterior visuals get a definite thumbs up for me. Wow, looks really good. But anyway, I was supposed to be talking about the patch notes while I was going around here, but I couldn't help but comment on how great everything is looking. So let me just park here, and you can kind of look around while I'm talking. There's a few interesting patch notes here. So first thing is actually really cool. They took away the cooldown for completing episodes. So basically, standard episodes in the episode journal will no longer have that 30-minute cooldown. That's actually really nice. So this will make it a lot easier if you're like trying to farm for like a particular set, and you want to repeat the mission lots of times to complete the set. Then you'll be able to do it right, start the mission right after the next. So that is a really good change. Kind of just a welcome quality of life thing. Wasn't really expecting that, but it's very much welcome. They did also mention the patch notes that the Romulan captains now have access to their faction ships. If I can remember, I'll switch to my Romulan at the end and see if I looked at my Romulan earlier. It looks like you are able to claim all of the faction ships that you're aligned with. There are a few exceptions to this, where the lockbox faction ships you are not able to claim. So if you're like a Fed Romulan, you won't be able to claim some of the lockbox ships like the NX or like the Vengeance, because those are lockbox ships, so you won't be able to claim those. I think also the veteran ships, so you won't be able to claim like the Manticore. Same thing on the Klingon side. If you're a KDF aligned Romulan, you won't be able to claim things like the D7 or like the D4X, the Kelvin D4X. So So there are some limitations there, but still it'll be great. I mean, in the old days, if you've had a Romulan captain, you know you were limited to only being able to claim up to tier 4 of your faction's ships. And beyond that, you were not able to. So with this change, you'll now be able to claim everything, all the way up to tier 6, every ship, except for those exceptions, like the lockbox faction ships. So yeah, that's a new Vanguard ship over there. So very welcome change. That is really going to help out Romulan captains quite a bit, in particular for Admiralty. So that means you'll be able to claim a lot more Admiralty cards on your Romulan characters now. So yeah, log in, make sure you claim all your ships, and get all those Admiralty cards. So the next patch note was, of course, the thing I started with, which is the visual overhaul of the Jem'Hadar attack ships and the Jem'Hadar Dreadnought Carrier. And oh god, it just looks so good, doesn't it? Oh, it looks so good. Look at this. It has like these two lines going down the middle. By the way, I am actually running the Jem'Hadar shield visual as well. I liked it a little bit better. The base model looks really good too. So here's the base model. It also looks really, really good. But I liked it just a little. I liked the texture work a little bit better on the with the Jem'Hadar shield equipped, particularly the these energy areas, and you'll see like this energy here on the. I'm not sure what these pieces are here. I'm not sure if those are launch bays or just engines, but you can see let me put the shield back on, you'll see it. It looks. I think the texture work looks a lot better with the Jem'Hadar shield. Yeah, and all along the warp nacelles as well. Doesn't that just... Yeah, that just looks so much better. I just like it a lot better. Plus it has that... more of a worn metal look to it, with a little bit more of shading on it that I like a little better. But both look really, really good. I just like the Jem'Hadar shield look a little bit better. I think it looks a little bit more like the show. But god, they both look so good. Anyway, I gotta stop getting distracted. But yes, so the visual overhaul of both the attack ships and the Jem'Hadar Dreadnought Carrier. And yeah, you can see my attack ship pets here also got updated with the new visual. So if you're flying the Jem'Hadar Carrier, you just got a really big upgrade visually on this patch. Both your pets and your ship look amazing. Man, that looks so good. Everything looks so good. So yeah, that was a big change there. Yep, just looking through some of the other patch notes here, they added some voiceover work, patched up a few bugs and issues. I'm trying to think if there were any... Oh yes, one other major patch note here. They finally, oh my god, they finally added a bank console to the Klingon homeworld in the shipyard. Man, that was a pain whenever you're trying to equip your ship. You'd always have to, like, if you forgot something in the bank, you'd have to, like, you have to beam back to, the first city, run all the way to the bank, run all the way back to the transporter pad, and then beam back up to the shipyard. Oh, God, that was a pain in the ass. So, finally, the bank console is there in the shipyard. Although a little bit unfortunate, they didn't make it a universal console, I guess, to borrow a term. They didn't make it like a mail/exchange/bank console. It's just bank. So, but it's right there, right next to the ship selector. So yeah, very, very welcome change there. Anything else? Yeah, like I said, a lot of minor little bug fixes, some quality of life things. One thing I did want to mention that was kind of important, that the 800-day veteran dilithium refinement duty officer mission you get to refine extra dilithium, now it finishes in 5 seconds and does not require a duty officer, so that's kind of cool. What else did they do? thought there was one other thing. Oh yes, spiral wave disruptors can now be re-engineered. Very awesome. And the Jem'Hadar space set can now be re-engineered. Oh, interesting. I didn't actually see that one before. So I got the Jem'Hadar shield right here. Am I thinking of a different set here? It doesn't say I can re-engineer this. Jem'Hadar shield. It says Jem'Hadar space set. Maybe there's a space set from the Vanguard ships they're talking about? Or from the Gamma reputation? Not sure, but it's definitely not this older space set because it's not letting me re-engineer it. Yeah. Maybe I'm misunderstanding the patch note, but okay. It doesn't look like you can actually do that in-game. Anything else here? So yeah, that I think hits the patch notes, guys. Just doing a quick browse. Anything else? Yeah, other things are just minor bug fixes here and there. One kind of nice little thing is they made it so slipstream drive, now for the first 5 seconds you can't deactivate it after activating it, so there's like that little lockout, which is kind of nice in case you accidentally double click on it, so it'll prevent you from like immediately turning it back off again by accident, which is good. I think it's an okay change. Sometimes it is a little bit laggy when it engages. Anything else here? Nope, I think that pretty much covers it. All right, guys, so we've seen the exterior, we've seen the Jem'Hadar visual remake on the Dreadnought Carrier and the pets. Deep Space Nine's looking quite fantastic. Let's finally dock and take a look at the new interior, the complete revamp. I can hail Rom's flagship. Oh, that's that Ferengi ship over there. I was like, okay. Let's go take a look at Rom's flagship over here. Is it like a Golden Nagus Ferengi cruiser, Decora? Looks like it. Ferengi ships are so cool. I was always kind of jealous of the Ferengi ships. I was always like, why did the Ferengi get such cool ships compared to, you know, the other races? So anyway, so here we go. Let's dock at Deep Space Nine, take a quick tour. Oh, we got some new options here. So what is this? Beam to DS9, beam directly to Ops. Okay, so you can go right to Ops now and then dock at DS9. What's the difference between beam and dock? Let's try the dock. Because that... does that do something different, I'm wondering? Oh, wow, check this out. Oh, it's like you just got off the turbo lift. Sweet. Oh, does this door open like in the show? Oh, that is so sick. Oh, that is so awesome. Check that out, guys. They got the actual true doors. The docking bay doors that has been open, just like in the show. That is so good. Wow. I'm already impressed. I just set foot on here. Oh, look at the carpet. Yep, that looks a lot more like the show. This looks so different. Oh, wow, they even have these kooky spiral staircases. Oh, you can go up them, too. It used to be you had to go... Well, it used to be you had to go up the elevator to get up to the second floor. Oh, there's mail right here. Wow, look at this. This looks so good. Garrick's clothier. Okay. Is Garrick in here? Moneke? Not sure who that character is. Little disappointed not to see Garrick in here, but this is Garrick's shop. Listen to the music. Is this music like, it's like a remix of the Deep Space Nine theme. Not sure if you can hear it on the video very well. I have the music turned down pretty low, but it's kind of a mellow remix of the Deep Space Nine, you know, trumpet theme, which was fantastic. I always loved the Deep Space Nine music. We got Garrick's shop. Let me pull up the map real quick. Where am I? So here was Garrick's shop. We must have come in right here. So when you dock, you come here. I'm kind of curious then, where do you beam in if you just come right onto the, you know, the promenade, or if you are in the docking ring, like if you dock. So that's kind of cool. All right, so what else we got here? We've got Klingon weapons, Frontier devices. What have we got? Device merchants. You can buy like hypos and stuff. Vrand's kits. What is this, like kit modules? Looks like an Andorian shop here. Yep, it's all kit modules, ground gear. Okay. Yep, you can see all the shops here. Oh, and the Garrick's clothing shop, of course. That NPC was a tailor. That makes sense. Wow, doesn't this look awesome? Look at the lighting, looks so much better. Oh, I cannot get over how good the door animations are. They finally actually made like a true Deep Space Nine. Yeah, like the door, actual docking bay doors. And here's that weird popsicle stand or whatever. Nog was always like eating these weird looking meat sticks or meat popsicles, whatever they are. I have no idea what these things are called. What are they called? Oh, I can't think of the name here. What are these things called? That's gonna bug me that I can't remember what those were called. I remember Nog would always be eating these, like when they would, Jake and him would sit up on, you know, on the like the mezzanine. They'd sit up on the second floor, and he'd be eating one of these things all the time. But this is cool. You got the Promenade Directory. I remember that was shown in quite a few shots. I don't remember this weird lighting, plant lighting. Maybe that was in the show somewhere. Looks like you got mail kind of distributed throughout the station here. Jumja, of course. Why don't I just talk to the? I'm gonna buy a Bajoran Jumja. Yum yum. So yep, we got some Bajoran Jumja meat. Okay, so what else we got? Ooh, we got a Dominion area in here. I was gonna say, is that Loris? It is Loris. Cool. And a couple of Jem'Hadar guards. Oh, look at this. It's these are the Ketracel white containers. You got quite a bit of it in here, quite a stock. And it looks like, yeah, definitely Dominion control panels. That's kind of neat. Oh, requisition ship weapons? Okay. But yeah, check this. Requisition ground weapons. Oh, you can buy like Jem'Hadar Polaron weapons. Nice, okay. Okay, I'm curious here. Wow, look at this, guys. You could buy a Jem'Hadar Polaron split beam rifle. Okay, I'm gonna buy one. Let's check this out. Oh yes, check it out. Let's draw this thing. Look at that. Best 250 credits I ever spent. That looks really good. They remodeled the ground weapons too. That is awesome. Does it get any special procs or anything, or is it just a standard split beam? Well, I'll look at that later. But look at this, it looks so good. And they had the Ketracel white containers, you know, then those are the ones that only the Vorta can open, and then they distribute out the Ketracel white to the Jem'Hadar. So cool. Yeah, don't mind me, I'm just walking around with my Polaron Dominion rifle here on the promenade. As long as I don't let Odo, like, see me, I should be fine. What do we got in here? Commodities brokers, okay. What do we got? Yep, Quantity Broker. Alpha Quadrant Outfitters, huh? Okay. I was thinking it'd be a tailor, but it's actually just a, yeah, you can buy like ground armor. You got some ground armor showing off here. Some reputation armor there. Got another entrance out to the docking ring. Ah, and here we go. Looks like we have finally hit the hub. So we've got the ship area here. So we can, yep, equip your ship, requisition ship, customize. So you got the ship tailor there. Okay, so you got all of that. What do we got over here? Oh, here's the bank and the exchange. All right, let's take a look at this. Nice. Oh, this is so much better. Yeah, you got the exchange right here. And you got the bank right here. Oh, this is so much better. Because it used to be in Deep Space Nine in the old version, like it was on the opposite side of the map. You had like the shipyard like over here, and then the bank and exchange was like over here, and it was like you had to run all the way across the map. So this is awesome. This would actually be a really good place to like just make your kind of your main login, log out point. You know, instead of like Earth Space Dock, you could do it right here, and you have very close access to the exchange, mail, and everything, and then the shipyard. So very handy. Let's continue around our run here. I think we're a little over halfway. I thought this guy was like a mannequin, but it's actually a character player sitting there. I was like, is that a new uniform? Wait a second, Kern? Hey, look, Kern and Martok are here. And a Detpa? I'm not... should I remember who that is? I probably should remember who that is, but I'm not right now. So we got a trader here. Is he the... Yeah, okay, so you could do your trading DOF missions there. Okay. Order food and drink. Oh, it's actually a Replomat. Nice. Everything is like so functional here. It's like every little nook and cranny. Ah, here's the security office. Maybe I should put this weapon away. I don't want to go to jail. Oh yeah, Odo's here. All right. And Rose Senna. Yeah, she was in the previous episode. So that's cool. We got Odo. How's it going, Odo? I don't want to talk to you because I don't want to spoil anything. Oh, hey, cool. And you can still go back into the brig. I was framed. That's awesome. Got a Ferengi there in jail, like pounding on the shield. A Maruk. And okay. Morak Ensign. Oh, okay. So this is a security officer. Cool. You can do contraband here. Yeah. So this is awesome. This is very functional. I like that. We've got kind of fits, you know, form and function here both. We got great looking social space and very functional social space. What's the Romulan ambassador doing? Oh, okay. What the hell? Klingon food? Okay. I'm not actually hearing any music, but there you go. You have a Klingon musician. And he's selling you the food from the Klingon deli. How about some gach? It better be fresh. The Latinum Exchange. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. But what I have not seen yet is Quarks, and here it is. All right, we finally arrived at Quarks, and I'm assuming right across here is the Bajoran Temple. Wow, this looks different. Wow, look at the remodeling of the Bajoran Temple. Oh, and we got the orb. Orb of the Prophets, and I don't remember which one this is. But yeah, this looks really, really good in here. Much more like the show for sure. Kind of always a little bit bittersweet coming in here because this is where Jadzia sort of had an unfortunate demise. Oh, and is that sickbay? All right, we'll head over there in a second. Let's take a look at Quarks. Hey, Quark. Oh, we got Morn here. Good, good. Can't have Quarks without Morn, that's for sure. There we go. We've got Quark. So we got Hololita over here. Still play Dabo. Wait, what? Play darts? You could play darts? Haha! Let's play darts with this this guy right here. I was gonna say he's Orion, but I'm not actually sure what race he is. That's awesome, you can play darts. What if you get an accolade or something? And it's like a animation and everything. That's awesome. Is that where the dartboard was when O'Brien and Bashir would play darts all the time? Was it really right next to the bar? I thought it was like farther away, like back here or something. We've got the little spiral staircase here going up to the second floor. That's cool. Oh, and it comes right out onto the promenade, or onto the, yeah, well, on the promenade on the second floor. Was it like that in the show? I don't know that this was ever really... Was this part ever even shown? I don't remember them ever entering Quarks from the upper floor. Unless I'm going crazy. But all looking very good here. I'm guessing is the third floor... Aren't the holosuites up here? Is there a holosuite up here? I don't see anything. Where are the holosuites? I always thought the holosuites were on the third floor, right? But yeah, I love this. This is open right out to the second floor. It looks great. Okay, can you see the wormhole anymore? Yes, this looks good as well. They redid the skybox a little bit, looks like. Looks good. But yeah, they got everything just looks so much more alive. It looks vibrant. The lighting is fantastic. The openness is great because you used to have to like zone into Quarks. Okay, and we just looked at the temple. We got Quarks there. This goes up to Ops. Okay, we'll head up to Ops in just a second. And this is sickbay. So Bashir, you around here? No. Very small sickbay, I have to say, for a space station. This is like smaller than the sickbay on like the Enterprise, and this is for a whole space station. Kind of pathetic. There's one sickbed. Treat officers? Oh, okay, okay, yeah, they could do heal your injuries here. But this part looks really good. I do remember Bashir did have like his little lab over here. This is kind of his main computer console where he'd do all of his work. So definitely very good. A very accurate representation here. Although I still think one bed is probably not going to be enough for a space station of however many. Especially one with like civilians and everything. Not just military personnel. Okay, yep. Man, these doors are great, aren't they? I think this is it. This is where I entered in, isn't it? I think I've done the full 360. Yep, because there's Garrick's shop here. Oh man, this is so good. Wow, I am extremely impressed, Cryptic. Awesome job on this rework. This is really up to the high quality of like things like the Enterprise bridge. That was a really great job for that interior, and this is right up there in that quality level. Really accurate representation compared to the show. So good. All right, so let's head up to Ops. And then once we head up to Ops, then I'll go ahead and... oops, this isn't it. It was... where was it? Is there only one, or is there a couple different? Maybe over here? Yeah.
Consider it done.
All right, so here's Ops. But yeah, after I'm done taking a look around here, we'll take a look at Cisco's office. Once we are done taking a look around here, I will get into the C-Store, and then we'll take a look at the Vanguard Pack. I'll go ahead and purchase it, and we'll take a look at some of what pieces of the Vanguard Pack you can buy separately. I'll do that before I purchase it. But yes, this already looks way, way better. And there's, of course, Cisco's baseball. Well preserved on his desk. And there's Curland. How you doing, Curland? I can't really go around and get a picture of him here. Looking really good though. Just the control panel, the lighting, the display panels all look much more accurate. Is this actually something here? Okay, no. Let me bring the UI back up so I can see if there's actually an interaction. Nope. Yeah, that music is fantastic. It's definitely the Deep Space Nine theme. It's just like a more mellow kind of background music type version. I wonder if they remixed it, or if that was, maybe that was in the show, kind of in the background, you know, when just for more muted type scenes. But yeah, so up here we've got a bridge officer training, nice. Adina and Sarish, they were in, I believe they were in some of those previous episodes in the Dominion arc. Oh, and here's that little, is this like the computer core area? I remember O'Brien would always be down here like working on stuff. I think this was like the computer core area for Ops. Just seeing if I can open any of these other doors. This is the... Oh my god, look at this! Did you see that? Turbo lift. It came out just like in the show. Oh, and there's the view screen. Yeah. Oh, this is so much better. Wow. But you see that? That was pretty sick. I was not expecting that. You come over here and then the turbo lift comes out. Nice. Oh, so good, guys. Wow, I am thoroughly, thoroughly impressed. Kudos to Cryptic. This was an amazing rework. I can't imagine the amount of work that went into this, but it's well worth it. Can I get behind Quark's bar here? Yeah, look, he's got all his drinks and glasses lined up. He's got his little computer over here he'd always use to hack everything. He'd put it like an isolinear chip in there, and then he'd be able to hack into anybody or any system in the on the station. So it was always kind of shady. Anything else in here? But yep, all right, so this looks all really, really good, and I have to admit that right now, this is going to become like my new home. I'm going to park all my characters here, all my alts. I'll put them right over here in the kind of the hub area, right here with the, next to the exchange and the bank, and you can run right over to the, to the shipyard. And I guess the closest mail is this console right here. There's a mail console right here. I didn't see one in this actual room because this is the exchange and this is the bank. Yep, got my account bank. As you can see, I have quite a bit waiting to use on my Jem'Hadar characters, so I am all set there. I'll be able to deck them out as soon as I create them and yeah, get things going. All right. So guys, so yeah, I think that covers our tour for Deep Space Nine. I'm sure we'll get to see more of this in the episodes because Cryptic definitely likes to, you know, once they do a visual rework like this, it'll definitely be popping up in episodes, so we'll get a good look at it piece by piece. All right, but yeah, totally impressed. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think down in the comments below. What do you think of this Deep Space Nine revamp? It is amazing. All right, so let's get into the nitty gritty here. Let's get into some numbers and let's give people some information on what is actually here in the C-Store and, you know, how this Vanguard pack is going to work. As you can see, I have exactly 13,000 Zen. I actually purchased a chunk of Zen a while back in the last Zen sale. I only purchased Zen on sale, so I purchased a chunk of it, but then I did actually also buy some with dilithium. The dilithium market's actually not too bad. I thought it would be crazy, but it's gone up slightly, but about at 259. It's not bad. It's not bad. Yeah, I bought a few thousand Zen of that with dilithium, but the rest I did actually purchase when the Zen sale was on. But in any case, I do have exactly enough to get this puppy right here. This is the Gamma Vanguard pack. This is the big bundle that is available with Victory is Life. You know, this is comparable to the Legacy of Romulus pack, to the Temporal bundle, to the 23rd Century bundle. This is the Delta. There's also the Delta. What is it called? Delta Operations pack. Yep, it's like that. So it's right along lines with those previous expansion packs, but this one is, of course, for Victory is Life. Yep, here's everything you get. And what I'd like to do is see which of these items here in the pack that we can buy separately, and that way you guys can kind of get an idea if it's, you know, you want to buy these separately or just go for the pack. In all honesty, if you want to buy more than even just a couple of the ships, because I know for sure, I mean, we can take a look right now, but I know for sure all of the Tier 6 ships in the pack are purchasable separately. I'm assuming they're the standard, yep, they're standard 3,000 Zen. Here's the Cardassian ones. I don't know if I can purchase the Vanguard ones because I'm not on a Jem'Hadar character. I think you have to have them on a Jem'Hadar character, and then you unlock them for your other characters. That's how the Vanguard ships work. I wish I could do a text search for Vanguard instead of scrolling through this crazy list. Cryptic, you really, really need to update your store user interface. It is not friendly at all. You need to really make it easily searchable, like in Warframe or other really nice online markets. I'm not seeing any Vanguard ships. So this is going to be an issue, I think, because after I buy this pack, I'm not going to be able to show... Oh, here you go. They're here. You can buy them, but yes, your character is restricted. So here's the thing. I'm not going to be able to show you these ships right away in this video because I will have to create a Jem'Hadar character first. So for anyone who is curious, if you don't know, these ships are a little bit unique in that you have to actually play a Jem'Hadar character and then complete the Starship Mastery to level... Now they go up to level 6. So basically you complete the Starship Mastery to level 5 like you normally would. And then there's this new level 6 mastery that will unlock that ship for your other characters on your account. So you have to kind of go through that extra step for these Vanguard ships. So, but it looks like you can actually purchase them. Just be aware that if you do purchase them, you'll have to do it at first on your Jem'Hadar character and then unlock them for your whole account. And the nice thing is Cryptic kind of hinted that they'd be willing to look at extending this to other ships in the future. And I really hope, and I know this has come up on Reddit a lot, and the community I think would really appreciate it if Cryptic did this for like lockbox ships or even promo ships, because those are really expensive ships and they really should be account wide. So it'd be nice if they added that tier 6 unlock to all the promo and lockbox ships. That would be really amazing. And I actually think it would actually make Cryptic more money, because I think more people would buy the ships and open lockboxes if they knew they were getting it account wide, because that means all their characters would get it. And I actually think, I'm not sure if Cryptic somehow still thinks that people like to buy duplicate ships for every character, but from my impression, that is exceedingly rare for people to actually buy duplicate ships. I think the more opportunity is if Cryptic actually made these account wide, that would actually increase the demand for the ships. I think more people would buy the ships. So I think they would actually make more profit that way, rather than losing out a tiny bit of profit for people buying duplicate ships, which I do not think happens that often. But so there you go. So you can buy all of the ships in the pack. They're the standard 3,000 for a tier 6 ship. So what else is in this Vanguard pack? So we've also got those tier 5 ships. You get the Dreadnought Carrier, the tier 5 version, the Escort Carrier, and the Galor. Those ships, of course, you cannot purchase separately. Those are old lockbox ships, which is kind of cool. They actually put them into the pack. I'm assuming that is one of the more enticing things if you do want these tier 5 ships, particularly the Galor, which has these spiral wave weapons on it that will unlock. So that is definitely a benefit of the Vanguard pack that you can't get separately. Playable Jem'Hadar Vanguard. All right, and there's also playable Cardassian. So let's see if we go into... where are the races? Yep, here we go. Ah, I see. I see why everyone on Reddit was so upset. The playable Cardassians are 1,000 Zen. That's kind of pricey. You can see right here, Cations are only 600. I believe, yep. Pharisans are also 600. I believe Join Trill I actually did buy way back, because I love Join Trill. And I believe it was also 600. I don't recall what Reman are. But you could kind of see a trend here. All the other races are 600, and all of a sudden, Cardassians are 1,000. People were pretty mad about this on Reddit, and I can't say I blame them. That's, I mean, come on, guys. Every race is 600. You've set the precedent, Cryptic. I mean, people were obviously expecting it to be the same. But no, it's 1,000, so... yeah, I can see why people are angry. So if you want to buy these separately, you're going to have to fork over the 1,000 if you don't want to get the pack. And I don't... Oh, okay, I was going to say I didn't see it. Well, the Jem'Hadar Vanguards are only 600. What is this? What is this? Come on, Cryptic. You knew this was going to make people mad. You charge 400 more Zen for a race that's, the same... It's more than every other race. It just doesn't make any sense. But you can get the Jem'Hadar Vanguard separately. Okay. Let's go back and look at the pack. What else we got? Okay, so next thing was the cosmetics. So you get the tactical uniform, the EV suit, and then the bridge officers. So let's take a look at those. Let's look at the appearance items first. So you get the tactical. Okay, you can buy that separately. And you can get the... EV suit? Did I pass it? Those uniforms are so ridiculous. 23rd century Andorian ones are pretty ridiculous as well. But I don't see an EV suit. Is that exclusive to the pack? Because I know I don't own it, so it's not going to be down here. know what's kind of funny? Almost all of these uniforms where I've gotten through various giveaways over the many years I've been playing. Although a few of them I did purchase, but most of these are either from giveaways or from bundles. But yes, I don't see the EV suit. So I'm guessing that is exclusive to the pack. There's the Vanguard starter pack. Is it there? No. You do get the tactical uniform, but not the EV suit. Okay, so everyone, if you want that EV suit, it looks like it's exclusive to the Vanguard pack. Do they have a picture of it? No, that's the... Okay. All right. So yeah, be aware of that. So far, it looks like I've run into the exclusive items are the Tier 5 lockbox ships. So the Jem'Hadar Dreadnought Carrier, Escort, and the Galor, and then the EV suit. Everything else so far you've been able to buy separately, even though the Cardassians are a little bit exorbitant of price. The rest of it was kind of minor things. I almost forgot about the bridge officers. Let's see if we can buy that separately. But the other things are just these kind of lousy tech upgrades and minor XP boosts and some titles. I believe you get some of the titles with the starter pack. You don't get the bridge officers though. Okay. The starter pack looks okay. I mean, you still get a tier 6 ship, and the starter pack is less than a tier 6 ship. So almost all the starter packs are a pretty decent deal because they all, well, at least all the ones that give you a tier 6 ship, because just buying the tier 6 ship separately is going to be more than the starter pack. Plus, they usually give you a couple other nice little things. Like in this case, you get the playable Jem'Hadar Vanguard, which, you know, was another 600. And the uniform, which was another, like, what, 400 something? And then the 2 titles. So, I mean, it's a pretty decent pack. I still like the Temporal pack. I know I've gone on this before, but I still like the Temporal starter pack because it did give you a tier 6 ship, and it gave you the tier 1 Constitution, which has those cool phasers on it. So this one gives you a tier 6 ship, but it doesn't give you a tier 1 ship. So there you go. Bridge officers. Duty officers. Is it in personnel? So here's the Delta Rising bridge officers. This was a reclaim though. I think I had to get this from the Delta Rising pack. I don't see them here. Yeah, I think the bridge officers... There's all my old promotional unlocks, but I don't see them here. I'm guessing the bridge officers are also exclusive. Yep. I bet once you get the pack, you will be able, like, a reclaim item will appear in the list here, like it does for me for the Delta Rising, because I bought the Delta Rising pack. This was awesome, though. The Delta Rising pack also gave this duty officers, which were also very, very nice. And that's something no other pack has ever given, is these duty officers. These were really cool duty officers. That's how you get Agent Nerul. And these bridge officers were awesome. These Romulan bridge officers are sick. They have some of the best abilities in the game. But I'm curious to see how these Jem'Hadar bridge officers are. Rumor is that they do have a space trait, so I do want to take a look at that very soon here. So yeah, I guess as a final wrap up here as far as the C-Store goes and the Gamma Vanguard pack, it looks like most of these things can be bought separately, except for the Tier 5 lockbox ships, and the EV suit and the bridge officers. Those are the exclusive items, and some of the titles as well. Those are the exclusive items. But what I would say is, I mean, at 1300 Zen, if you're going to buy, like, if, like, say 4 out of these ships interest you, you're already almost up to the cost of the pack. So if you're going to buy 4 or more ships, you're better off getting the pack. If you're interested in the bridge officers, which I am interested in, you're going to want to get the pack. Also, if you want the Tier 5 lockbox ships with the Cardassian Galler with the spiral waves, you're going to have to get the pack. You might still be able to get a Galler off the exchange, of course, but they might actually be expensive because, yeah, they don't come out of the lockboxes anymore. So this is definitely a good way to get those older Tier 5 ships if you want them. Yeah, but obviously it's a good deal to get the pack. If you're going to be buying multiple ships, you're already almost to the cost of the pack. You might as well just get the pack at that point. And if you're interested in any of the exclusives. All right, so that's a good overview there of the availability of the items here. So here comes the moment of the truth, guys. I am going to purchase the Vanguard Gamma Pack. It will use all of my Zen. I will be broke. I haven't been broke on Zen in a very long time. But yes, I did show a little bit of self-control. I didn't get any of the recent bundles. I didn't get the the Allied Escort bundle or any of the other ship bundles that have come out recently. So I was saving my Zen for quite a long time for this. So here it goes. 1, 2, 3, confirm. There we go. So what did I get? I got all the titles. I got the Vanguard environmental suit. Okay, I'll show everyone that in case you are interested. Maybe that is that power armor that was in. Well, we'll take a look. That was in that one room in that shop in the promenade. Got all of the titles and the environmental suit. Is that all that you get out of the box? Looks like. So it looks like everything else we're gonna have to claim. So here we go. So I can immediately claim the Cardassian bundle, which I will do, of course. I clicked claim. Did you do it? Transaction successful. Does it give me ship boxes, or do they open automatically? Or is there a lot of lag? Did they come up in my Admiralty? Oh yeah, I didn't claim my Admiralty. I was going to mention as when we were going over the patch notes now that the level cap was raised to 65. We will be able to, of course, continue leveling up. And I was actually looking at this on some of my other characters. The leveling requirements are not bad at all. So if anyone was worried about, achieving the new level cap or any kind of grindiness, I would say don't worry about it at all. In fact, if I just claim my my Admiralty for this round here by 8 Admiralty missions that are completed here, I do also have a Tour of Duty, which gives a lot of XP, like 21,000. So I mean, just the Tour of Duty is going to be enough to level me to the next level. So as I claim these, you'll see I'll even get
congratulations,
level right there. Oh yeah, that's right. We get rewards for each level. At 61, you get that free Tier 5 ship, and everyone gets this, even free-to-play players. So if you're a free-to-play player, get level 61 fast, and you'll get that Tier 5 ship. Finally, a free Tier 5 ship. But yeah, let me just collect the rest of these. But see, look how much just completing the Admiralty.
Congratulations.
I'm already level 62.
Congratulations.
63. New captain ability, nice. That's right. So I get the new tactical captain ability. Yeah, we got to go through all those new abilities as well. But if you're interested, when you click on your in the upper left here, where your level is shown and your rank, you will see all of the new items that you get at each level. So yeah, at 61 you get that token for your free Tier 5 ship. Single Bridge Officer Specialization Manual. I'm assuming this is this thing. Yeah, I guess if you open this pack, you'll probably be able to claim a specialization manual for Bridge Officer. That's kind of cool. Then for 63, I got that's where you get your new captain ability. And if you are a tactical captain, you can jump for joy because you now have sensor scan that is better than science officers. And if you are engineering or science, you can cry in a corner with your new lackluster 63 level captain ability. 64, you get Gamma Quadrant Duty Officer Cadre, so I'm interested to see what that is as well. And then you finally get, at 65, a Admiralty card, so that'll be cool. That'll be a hero ship. That will probably be epic quality, so looking forward to that. But as you can see, there's going to be no problem here. I mean, from one day of Admiralty, I already got to level 63, so not a problem at all. So kudos to Cryptic for not making the path to 65 be a horde grind. Because I'm not going to lie, guys, if you remember Delta Rising, when that first came out, that was a bit of a grind. 50 to 60 was quite grindy. There was a lot of patrol missions you had to grind to be able to get there. I mean, it wasn't too bad, but there wasn't enough episodes to get you there, so you did have to do a lot of grinding on the side. But why is this not claiming? Can I claim them individually? There we go. That worked. Looks like the bundle for the 3 Cardassian ships is not working, but you can claim them individually. Ooh, I get the Galler. Yay. That's interesting. The Galler shows up here now. That's so odd to have a lockbox ship show right up in the C-store like that. Yep. Does the Jem'Hadar ships... Well, the Jem'Hadar ships won't, but I'm talking about the Tier 5 ones. Yeah. Interesting. It's a sort of a bundle they got. So the Tier 5... Dreadnought Carrier and Escort Carrier. Nice. Okay. So that's how that works, guys. As soon as you get the bundle, you'll be able to claim the old lockbox ships, the Tier 5 lockbox ships, right from the C-store. That's kind of cool. And you'll be able to get your Cardassian ships, but like I said, I do not see the Vanguard ships, so I unfortunately will not be able to show you those right now in this video. That will have to wait for a future video. I also want to claim the bridge officers. Where are you, bridge officers? Yep, okay, so... yeah, see how this was not there previously. So, yeah, I was not there previously, so I am not... I think for sure at this point you could say this is exclusive to the pack. Let's go ahead and claim these guys. Okay, they come in a pack, okay. And we'll put on the EV suit in a second. Anything else we need to claim? Got the ships. Oh, I guess there's the uniform as well. But I'm assuming that I shouldn't have to claim that, right? It should just unlock right into the tailor. I don't think I'd have to claim that. Yeah, so let's take a look at all this stuff here. Let's go ahead and head over to the shipyard, which is very conveniently located right over here. Okay, so first let's take a look at the this EV suit here, in case anyone is interested. Why is it just a helmet? I wonder if it's because I have the Iconian armor on. It's not like I have the Iconian visuals. That is very strange. That actually looks kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie, but I wonder if I can fix that. Where was the tailor? It was in Garrick's shop, like kind of far away. Well, we'll go take a look at that in a minute because I want to go over there anyway to look at the tactical uniform. So we'll have to take a look at that later because it does not seem to be working properly right now. It's only showing the helmet for whatever reason. Okay, so next we have the ships. And I don't know how many ship spaces I have open. Where's the ship selector? Manage ships? Okay, is that what they call it now? I have ship slots 2 available. So I'll pass on the tier 5 ships for now because those are obviously already. Is there any ship I can dismiss here? I know I have stuff on a lot of these. It's usually kind of handy to use these kind of as a weapon or, you know, like bank slots if you need them. Yeah, I can dismiss the Stalker Fighter. I like my captain's yacht. So anyway, let's go ahead and claim these Cardassian ships. Let's take a look at these puppies. All right. All right, guys, here we go. Oh, these come with spiral waves too. I wonder. So maybe you could, if you buy one of the new Cardassian ships, it will unlock spiral waves as well. Maybe you don't need the tier 5 Galar. So once you have spiral waves unlocked, where do they show up? Is it in the dilithium store account? No, it's the account traits. Temporal operative, reclaim. I'm actually not sure how you claim spiral waves because I've never actually owned them before. Okay, so that is going to confuse me. Let's go ahead and go back to the ships here. Alright, so guys, we'll finally be able to see what are the numbers on the ship trait and the ship console because those were not provided in the blog, so I'm sure people will be interested in that. And I'll also quickly take a look at the visuals of the tailor. I just have to be quick because, yeah, this video is running long, so I want to kind of try to wrap it up here as soon as I can. So here are the Akawa frigates. Now I'm wondering if we can get the advanced version of the frigates here in the hangar pets. Did those unlock? Yes. Very good. But unfortunately, you're definitely going to want the elite version of these Akawa frigates because they come with that sub-nuke carrier wave, which is going to be awesome. All right, but let's take a look at the console first. So this is for the Science Dreadnought. This is the, so this is one of those support the support platforms. Yeah, Cardassian support platform cluster. I believe this has like a platform, and then that platform spawns 3 spiral wave turrets. So it kind of has offensive and defensive capabilities. So it says, to allies within 3 kilometers of the support platform. Really? 3 kilometers? That's it? It gives them shield regen, and to foes within 3 kilometers, it's a debuff for them. Interesting. It's only 3 kilometers? Oh, that's disappointing. I was really hoping it would be more than that. So if you put this platform out there, you're going to have to be very, very close to it to get the benefits. It does have a 2-minute recharge. It says for 45 seconds, so it's not too bad. I'm pretty sure we get to look at the set bonus here, but I'm pretty sure the final set bonus is it reduces the cooldown of all the platforms by 60 seconds. So that's actually pretty decent. If it lasts 45 and the recharge is reduced by 60 seconds, that's only a 1 minute cooldown. So that's a pretty decent uptime. That's like, 3/4 uptime. Let's go back and look at the detail tooltip here. So it gives you a scaling aux power based on your power setting. Okay. And then it also gives you 50 science readiness. Okay, it's not bad actually. Since science builds, you don't run aux to bat, usually that readiness will actually be quite useful. Another way to help you get all of your cooldowns down to global. So seems like decent. I guess we'll have to actually take it up and see how that console, how the actual platform works, because it obviously doesn't give any damage numbers or anything, because it's a pet, so we'll have to take a look at that. All right, so that's the console. Let's look at the trait. Photonic diversion summons a photonic decoy at the target for 20 seconds. Can be triggered once every 30 seconds. Photonic duplicate gear, spiral wave disruptors, photon torpedoes, and a feedback pulse. It doesn't say if it taunts, and I was wondering this earlier when we were going over the Vanguard pack in the last video. Hopefully this duplicate, this photonic decoy, actually taunts. Then it might be somewhat useful to actually take some fire off of you. If it doesn't, though, then it probably isn't very good, unless it's like a support fleet ship and actually does really good DPS. Probably not too impressive of a trait. The next one here is so this is the Escort, Cardassian Escort. So this one comes with a Spiral Wave Blast console. This one gives you a scaling shield. Gives you shield power, and then it gives you engineering readiness. Still could be useful. Slow moving cone AoE. It could actually be useful, particularly if you're going for like a half bat build. Some people like to run only one aux to bat, and in that case, you do need a lot of engineering readiness to get it just that one aux to bat down to global cooldown. So that could be good for that. Now it does have. Wait a minute. Look at this. Spiral Wave Disruptor Blast. So this is the clicky. Is a slow moving cone AoE. Slow moving. So it's not like I'm getting the feeling this is not like a spinal lance. It's more like almost like a pet or an anomaly that you spawn out and it goes forward in a cone. Slow moving. 180-degree targeting arc. Fires a spiral wave blast to foes. 4,900 damage. And damage resistance rating debuff. Nice. Spiral Wave Disruptor Blast travels for 10 km and a 2-minute recharge. Depending on how this scales, could be pretty interesting. Let's see how that damage scales up. But if it's a nice big blast and a good all damage resistance debuff, could be decent. And what is the trait? In the trait we got preparedness. Oh, this is that wacky trait that's like a random buff. So every time you enter combat, you get a random buff. Now in the blog post for the Vanguard stats, it said that these were large bonuses. So we'll have to see what they are defining as large, which appears to be 50. So plus 50 shield pen, or plus 50 hull pen, or plus 50 hull plating and energized hull plating and ablative hull plating. So kinetic and energy damage resistance. And then ready for anything is 25 to each of the readinesses. I mean, it's random. If you don't have anything else to slot, you could probably put it in there. If you got the shield or hull pen, that's a decent amount of shield or hull pen, but again, it's random. It's only a 50-50 chance of getting one of those two. It might be one of the defensive traits. So, and honestly, the Starship readiness traits are probably not very good if you're already running Nox to bat. So, pretty average trait. I mean, better than nothing, but probably not top end. So that is the console and the trait. This one, maybe it was the Jem'Hadar. escort that came with the experimental weapon, because this is just the standard experimental weapon, so nothing special there. And then we got the Fleght-Deck cruiser. This I am very excited about. This is actually the Cardassian ship I'm looking forward to, because it is a 5-3 cruiser, and it's going to have also a flight deck for those Yakua fighters. So I'm actually looking forward to testing this one out, with especially with those elite frigates, which are going to take a while to get. So it's a ways out in the future, but I'm definitely want to check this one out. Honestly, all three of the Cardassian ships look decent. The Science Dreadnought looks pretty good. It's not going to be quite up there with the Paradox because it's missing the temporal seating, but it still looks pretty good. And this flight deck cruiser looks good, and the escort looks good. I mean, it's a 5-2 escort. It's maneuverable. It's got a good bridge officer layout, so it's a good solid escort. But yeah, so this flight deck cruiser. Let's take a look at the console and the trait. So this is a Cardassian mobile torpedo platform. So apparently this just spams photon torpedoes everywhere. And I think it also has a torp spread, right? Torp salvo 3, torp spread 3, and photon torpedoes, yeah. Again, kind of have to see what the numbers are on this. If it's, if it's solid pet, sometimes pets do good damage, sometimes they don't. It's hard to tell until you actually get into combat and test it out. But it does also provide engine power setting and tactical readiness. Okay. So again, the readiness could be useful depending on what kind of build you are. So not bad. But what I actually really liked was the two-piece of this set. Looks really good. So it's just kind of a passive firing cycle haste and minus 10% weapon power cost. That's not bad for a two-piece. And then the three-piece gives you Spiral Wave Expertise. So affects friend, 5 max, 10 kilometer sphere. To self, it gives you a buff to percent disruptor damage and 15 that's really weirdly worded. I'm not sure what they're meaning there. Resistance rating. Oh, no, okay, that's what it is. 15 disruptor damage resistance rating. Sorry, it was on the next line. Okay. Reduces recharge time on Cardassian platform cluster. Cardassian mobile platform torpedo cluster. So is this... It says affects friend. 5 friends. Does that mean it will actually affect your teammates and give them a plus 15% disruptor damage? If so, that's... it's something... I guess. But then I guess kind of the main thing there is they will give you also the cooldown reduction on all the other platforms, so you'll be able to spam those torpedo platform and the support platform. So it depends on how good those are will determine how good the set bonus is. Having those have, like I said, with the set bonus they'll have like 75% uptime. So if they're good platforms, that would be beneficial. Wow, okay, so there are these ships. I did say I was going to take a look at them in the tailor, because I'm sure people want to see what they look like in-game. Customized ships, okay. Oh, I'm going to have to actually, yeah. That was weird. It didn't pop up there for a second. I was worried. I was lagging out. I am going to have to ready the starship in order to look at it in the tailor. What the heck? Why is it pitch black? It's pitch black. I can't see anything. Why is the ship tailor pitch black? I cannot see. Oh, there's the 3D printing of these ships. I wonder if anyone's like printed these new Cardassian ships. Oh, this looks so good though, doesn't it? I actually like this better than the Keldon. I know the Keldon is, the cannon ship, but well, I don't know what to do. I don't know if we can change the... Oh, well, I could change the... Oh, that's the Intel skin. Is that why it's pitch black? Really? Okay, let's look at the other one. So here's the Type 1. That is a really dark Intel skin. I guess they're really going for the stealth look there. Okay, so that's why it was black. Alright, so let's look at the other skins. We've got the Type 1, Type 2, sorry, Type 2, Type 3. It's kind of like a dark, or Type 4. Why did I go past 3? Yeah, Type 3, Type 4. Not sure which one I like best. Type 1 and 2 are very similar. Oh, the only difference, look at that. The only difference is the color of the deflector array, I think that is supposed to be. Although I think sometimes I've seen a phaser beam come out of there, but whatever that is, you can either make it blue or red. That's the only difference between 1 and 2. Okay. And then Type 3. Type 3 is the kind of the more smooth look. I tend to like the more, you know, more textured or worn look on ships. So this one is a little bit dark, so kind of hard to tell. Intel is pitch black. I can't even really see it. The upgrade skin looks pretty. Oh, it does look pretty sleek, doesn't it? It almost has a little bit of a metallic shine on it. Nice. I like the upgrade skin. Patterns, okay, you can pattern it. Let me just do a couple randomizes so you can see there's just one window, one interior. Oh, okay, the Cardassian interior. I don't think I've ever seen a Cardassian interior. I've never owned a Cardassian ship until now, so let's do a couple randomizes. There's no, like, you can't change the hull, you can't change the nacelles, so it's pretty limited in that respect. A little bit unfortunate that, because I thought sometimes when there's bundles like this, Cryptic will allow you to like kind of kit bash it with the other ships in the bundle, like the wings section maybe, or the tail section. That would be nice if you were able to change it, but very, very limited on the customization. It does have that nifty little Cardassian decal on the wing. Oops, I did not mean to save that. Let's randomize. That looks pretty nice. I like the upgrade skin, I think. I think that is my favorite. But I like the ship, and I like there's even a little bit of empty space in there. Which is kind of new for a Cardassian ship. I think I really like it, though. Alright, let's look at the other two real quick. That's weird. This kind of console for the ship management seems to be quite laggy. Oh no, is it one of those consoles that only one person can use it at a time? Is that what this is? Oh no. That would be terrible, Cryptic. Something's up with this console. Can I change channels? Let's go into a lesser populated channel. Oh good, it starts you right near the shipyard. Ugh. Oh no, this is going to be a problem. I think, Cryptic, I think this panel here for the ship selector is, in fact, bugged out. I think it's one of those panels which is exclusive to a single player. Oh my god, every channel. Aha, my panel. No one else shall have it. All right, so Let's take a look at the... I want to look at the Fleght-Deck cruiser, because I think it looks really awesome. This one is the kind of the one that interests me the most. Because I think it just looks sick. Oh man, let's put the upgrade on this. Oh, that looks so awesome. Just look at that thing, man. This is like the true evolution of like a Cardassian ship. Like they just extended the wing section out to insane lengths, and it expanded to kind of the bridge area on the top. They still got, of course, the sensor / weapon pod down there, but this looks so good. I almost imagine like this area here is like the, you know, like the launch pads, like the fighters take off here. Okay, there is the Cardassian Type 1, I guess that has the blue deflector. Then you've got Type 2 as the red. Type 3 is the sort of smoothed out texture, and then Type 4 is dark, a little bit hard to see it. Got the Intel, which is almost pitch black, and then you got the upgrade, which I think is probably my favorite now. Any options over here? No hull options or nacelle options or anything. You can do patterns, but yep, that's it. Let's do a couple randomizes. Yeah, I'm definitely liking that upgrade skin the best. Yep, for sure. Any window options? Nope, just the Type 1 windows, so that's what you get. Yeah, a little bit disappointing on the customization of these. Oh no, I've lost... Oh, yeah. No. Let me use it, please. I have one more ship to show. I can try to change the instance again. Hopefully Cryptic... Oh my gosh, there's tons of people at this one. Hopefully Cryptic will fix this, and we will all be able to use our ship selector. So, yeah, so the Cardassian ships, they look impressive visually. I really like the design, but you can see they are quite limited in the customization. So, good to know that going in before you purchase, that pretty much what you see is what you get with those. You don't have any real options for customizing other than just the skin, which I actually do think the upgrade skin looks quite nice on it. But the last thing I wanted to look at, and again, I don't know if I'll be able to get the console here, it's just not... Everyone seems to be just sitting on the console looking at their ships and not letting other people get in. I think probably most people don't realize that it is one of those consoles. Ooh, mine. Haha. Here we go. We will ready this starship and we will take a look. All right, here it is. So there it is. It actually it does look pretty good. I thought visually I wouldn't like this one very much, but it looks like they basically took the front of the Galor, put these wings on the top, and kind of squished it, put it in a little garbage compactor, and squished it front to back. So it's kind of stubby looking. But it's kind of cool. I think this would actually make a really good looking like fighter. Like a hangar pad. Let's so you've seen pretty much the materials. Looks like, yeah, it looks like they'll be pretty much the same. There's the intel is really dark. The upgrade looks awesome on it. Any options? No options here either. So yeah, pretty much what you see is what you get. Alright guys, so those are the Cardassian ships. I'd like to do that same kind of thing with the Vanguard ships, but that will unfortunately, like I said, have to wait for the next video, because I'll have to make a Jem'Hadar character and go through all of the story probably to get to a point where I'll be able to claim a ship, you know, get to a social zone and actually claim a ship and do all that good stuff. But I did want to close out here by first... actually, before I go out here, let me go ahead and get back into my Dreadnought Carrier here. I did want to go to the tailor, take a look at the uniform that you get. And where's Garrick's? I think it was up here. Yeah, let's head over there. I want to take a look at that, and I almost forgot, I do have the bridge officers as well. So we want to take a look at that. What should we do first? Let's go ahead and take a look at the uniform real quick. And I wanted to see, this is my original uniform, and I wanted to see if I take off the Iconian uniform and then activate the environmental suit. Is it only a helmet? Really? Is that just what it is? Really? The hovering flashlight's kind of cool, but is that all Jem'Hadar have to wear? Like maybe is the Jem'Hadar uniform an environmental suit? Or maybe this is kind of meant to go with the tactical suit? I'm confused. I am really, really confused. Maybe that's all it is. So I guess if you're interested in the EV suit, it's just a helmet. Or maybe there's a bug there I'm not aware of, but it's kind of it looks like it might be meant to go along with the Jem'Hadar tactical suit. You kind of have to have that suit to make it look like it fits correctly. But okay, so that's what that is. But let's take a look at that Jem'Hadar tactical uniform. Let's modify uniform. Is it in tight or loose? I don't know. I don't see it there. Let's look in tight. Oh, here we go. Jem'Hadar Tactical. Alright. So there is that. Let's look at... I'm guessing it's probably also in tight. Jem'Hadar Tactical. Okay. Feet. That was the feet. Ugh, those boots are kind of terrible. Those boots are huge. Not a huge fan of that. Let's also put our pants. Okay, okay. There we go. Is there gloves? Is there shoulder pads? No. Arm attachments? Oh, there is. Oh, it's like a little, it almost looks like a Ketracel white pack. Either that or some kind of a little, toolkit, or maybe grenades. Jem'Hadar Tactical. Nothing on the back. Anything on the wrist? Yes, there is. It does have a wrist piece. Let's put those on. Oh god, those are awful. You have huge wrist pieces and huge boots. Hands. Oh, there is. Jem'Hadar Tactical. Okay. So you do actually have like gloves. Those look kind of cool. No. Anything else? Ankle attachments? No. Belt. Is there a tactical? No, it doesn't look like there's actually a belt to go with this. And no hip attach. So let's mess with the colors a little bit, because I think this would probably look cool in like, yeah, like a black. And that, leave that like kind of a reddish. Make it look like a tactical. Let's leave that for now. Let's make these darker. There we go, now we're getting somewhere. Yeah, that's looking pretty awesome. But yeah, these, I'm sorry, but these wristbands are gonna have to go. Those look pretty bad. Let's see if we can get the coloring of the hands. Yeah, and I hate to say it, but I think these boots are gonna have to go too. Those are like freaking moon boots. Not sure what, Is there any chest gear? Oh, there is chest gear. Oh, check that out. It's like a little, it's more of those little packs right there. That's pretty cool. Can you color like, oh yeah, you can color like each little section. Nice. Nice, very nice. So this is, yeah, this is actually a really cool looking uniform. I'm just, I didn't like the wristbands or the feet here. I'm not sure what else. Was there some clipping? Hold on a second there. I thought I saw. Yeah, look at that. The 23rd century boots are clipping horribly. Wow, lots of these. Any of these knee-high boots are like clipping terribly. Oh yeah. So you're gonna have to be careful on what shoes you select here. You could go with like one of these lower. I'm actually thinking these Paul shoes don't look too bad. What if I make them like that? That doesn't look too bad. What do you guys think? You liking the Jem'Hadar tactical uniform? That looks pretty good. Maybe you could throw some equipment on the side or something. Or some shoulder pads on there. Oh, there's no red lights. That's no good. Oh, that looks good. There you go. Kit Tech Soldier 1. There you go. That is the way to go. Yeah, that looks pretty sick. Alright, I'm liking this, guys. This looks really good. So that is the uniform, if you're at all interested. Hopefully that gives you a good little preview. This is the one I believe you also get with the starter pack, so that's cool. Alright, so there we go for that. And then I guess last thing here, guys, is the bridge officers. So let's take a look at these. I want to verify if these have space traits. That was the big question, because nothing was really revealed about these officers, if they're actually like vanguards that have the space traits. So what do we got? We got our science officer candidate, tactical officer candidate, and then the engineering. So we got all three. And I believe I have two, yes, because I bought the Elite Starter Pack, I do have 2 open bridge officer slots, which I would have had 0 if not for that. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to claim the engineering and the science, because as a Federation officer, I think those will be the most valuable, because we've always had the capability to get the Romulans for tactical seating, but that is it. That's only the Romulans, only the tactical Romulan bridge officers from the embassy have the superior Romulan operative trait. So that that is available on the tactical officers. So since I only have 2 slots, I would like to fill out my crew with those. Although I don't see, with an engineer and a science to fill out those bridge officer stations that don't have a superior Romulan operative. So I think I actually have Uhura in. Yeah, in one of the engineering slots, I have Uhura there because she also had kind of a it was a space trait, but it's not super great. She had Tactician, which is just 5 skill points in energy weapon and projectile weapon. I mean, it's something, but it's pretty minor. But she also did have leadership, so there's really not much as far as engineering seeding that you can get on the Federation side. I mean, the only bridge officer you can get with a decent trait is, of course, the Nausicaan, which is you get for completing your diplomacy duty officer diplomacy school. And that's who I usually have there. But I'm curious to see if this Jem'Hadars have traits, space traits, that are superior to the Nausicaan, or superior to also the Mr. Potato Head, which has the pirate trait as well, so he's kind of like a Nausicaan. And also superior to Uhura's tactician trait. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and hire you, the space guy, or the science guy, sorry. I didn't see anything in the tooltip saying a space trait, so I'm a little bit worried. And the engineer. Ooh, this guy's got some hair. Yeah, I'll have to... I'm very excited, man. I have to say, I'm looking forward to creating... I'm looking forward to seeing what the visual options are on the Jem'Hadar. I can't say that Jem'Hadar is my favorite race as far as, like, actually... a character goes, which I've spoke about many times, but I'll save that rant for the next video. But I am actually interested to see what the different visual options are for making these. Okay, so we hired them. Here they are. Let's go take a look at them. And first thing, traits. What do we got? What do we got? We got a space trait. Got a space trait. I see it here. What do we have? These icons look new. Engineered Soldier Space. What do we have? 5% all weapon damage, 1% crit chance for 9,999 seconds. What? That's weird. Is that their way of saying it's passive? And then we've got 2.5% crit severity. Now, just for comparison, let's go over and take a look at a Romulan with superior Romulan operative. So they get a 2% crit chance, 5% crit severity, and then they get that cloaking recharge speed. So basically, it looks like the Jem'Hadar version is kind of a half. It's basically half. You're half a SRO because you have half the crit chance and half the crit severity, but they do have this all weapon damage. And I'm wondering if that is Cat 1 or Cat 2. If that is, because it doesn't say bonus, right? It just says all weapon damage. It doesn't say bonus damage. Usually, although that's not consistent, honestly, but usually if it says bonus damage, it's typically Cat 2. So this, it says all weapon damage, which is sometimes Cat 2, but usually Cat 1. So I have to see. I'll have to... maybe I'll look up on Reddit and see if anyone there has tested this out yet, but we'll have to wait for confirmation on that. But they do at least get the space trait, so at least they get that. Even though it's slightly less than superior Romulan operative, I would say it's looking a lot better than like Pirate, because Pirate is 2.5, but Pirate is Cat 2. Let's see what actually, let's look at... where is my... Where are you at, Mr. Potato Head? Here we go. Oh, it's only 1.5. Okay. But see, this says bonus all damage. That's what usually... When it has the bonus there, that usually means Cat 2. Whereas the... Jem'Hadar trait here is just all weapon damage. So I'm guessing it's Cat 1. I'm hoping it's Cat 2. We'll see. Hopefully someone will have tested this out and then we can get confirmation. I don't think I'll be able to test it out right now because, yeah, not enough time left in this video to do that. But I'll have plenty of time for testing everything out in combat when we do ship builds and all of that good stuff. But just as far as if you're interested in buying the pack, at least you will know now that they do come with a starship, they do come with a space trait. So they are going to be very valuable for Federation officers in particular. If you are like a Romulan main, it's not going to be as good as Superior Romulan Operative, so probably won't need to use these Vanguard Boffs for your Romulan. But for KDF and for Federation, this does look to be better than Pirate, so it's better than Nausicaan, and this seems to be a really good option. Particularly, like I said, for those engineering and science bridge officer slots where there's no good options there for feds. So, and also for KDF. I mean, KDF can also put Nausicaan in every slot, which is okay, but this does appear, this Jem'Hadar trait does appear to be better than Pirate. Whew, so that was a lot to cover, guys. Hopefully this will help you decide if you want to get the Vanguard pack, and if you don't want to get the Vanguard pack, at least now you know what you can buy separately and what's exclusive to the pack, what the traits are, and at least kind of a first look at those Cardassian ships. Next video we'll take a look at the Jem'Hadar Vanguard ships, because that will also be pretty important to be judging if you want to actually buy the pack. Cardassian ships, I am actually quite hopeful. In particular, those Yakoa fighters look like they have potential because of that sub-nuke, and all three ships look solid. I don't know that they will be top-of-the-line ships, but they all look like they are solid. I mean, a Science Dreadnought, a Fleght-Deck cruiser, and the Escort, they all look really good for their respective classes. Oh, you know what I wanted to check? Sorry, I know I was about to close out the video here, but I wanted to check if the Fleght-Deck cruiser can mount cannons. Which way is faster? I guess it's faster to go this way. Can the Fleght-Deck cruiser mount cannons? That is my question. I didn't even look at the default loadout. Was there a cannon already in there? And can the Science Dreadnought? Okay, good. Nobody is here. Phew. Okay, it only has single. So if I take the dual cannons, can I put them on the... Yes, I can. Oh, so the Fleet-Deck cruiser can mount dual cannons. Can the Science Dreadnought mount dual cannons? Yes. Good. Awesome. All right, so there you go, guys. So they can mount dual cannons. So you could make a pretty solid... I'm just like drooling over the thought of having a like a cannon scatter volley with spiral wave disruptors. That's kind of build that I'm going to be going for. Even on this Fleet-Deck cruiser, which I know is not the most maneuverable thing in the world to be mounting cannons, but if we slap the competitive engines on here, it should be doable. I don't actually remember what the turn rate. It won't tell me down here and when I'm on the ground. So yeah. But overall, guys, I have to say, overall the Vanguard pack looks to be a good purchase. Like I said, if you're at all interested in the exclusives, if you're all interested in those bridge officers, which do have a space trait, which I do think for Fed or KDF you should be interested in. If you're Romulan, those bridge officers are nothing too special. But if you're interested in those exclusive, if you're interested in the bridge officers, if you want this, for whatever, this weird helmet, this weird uniform or this weird environmental suit that's just a helmet, then yeah, then you're going to need to get the pack. If you're interested in the, 3 or 4 of the ships, then you probably want to get the pack. If you're not, if you just want the cruiser, you could look at the starter pack, which is a decent value if you just want the one ship. Otherwise, I would say, you know, it's a pretty decent pack. I think almost all of the packs, you know, the big super packs that have come out with all the previous expansions have all been pretty, you know, pretty good value. If you just look at the total amount of Zen you'd have to spend to get it. It's just more if it's a value to you. If you actually want those items, if you're actually interested in those items, then it's up to you. In this case, I have to say, at least as far as the Cardassians go, none of the traits or consoles blew me away. The traits were kind of lackluster. The consoles have some potential. I'll have to mess around with them a little bit more, but didn't blow me away. So I would say not necessarily looking at the consoles, at least from the Cardassian ships or the traits. I wouldn't say, you know, buy it just for that. It'd be more if you actually want to fly the ship. All right. All right, so yeah, I think that pretty much covers it, guys. Where should I log out? Let's head over to, was Kark's right over here? Or was it way on the other side? It was, wasn't it? Oh no, it was over here, okay. Let's log out here. Can you sit in the chairs? Oh, you can sit in the bar chairs. Let's sit down next to Morn, and we will sign off here, guys. So yeah, that covers it. Man, again, I am super excited about this expansion. Looking forward to creating Jem'Hadar, going through the tutorial, and seeing those Vanguard ships, checking everything out. And yeah, this is going to be great. This is going to be a lot of fun. And look forward to some of the upcoming content. I will try to keep it pumping here as fast as I can. At least for the next few days, I will try to make a video every day going through some of the new content. But after that, my time will be a little bit more limited, and I'll have to go back to just, you know, a couple videos a week and try to cover the rest of the content. You know, things like the queue, the battle zone, those things can kind of will just be done over time. But what can I say, guys? Let me know in the comments how you feel. Do you think the Vanguard pack is a good value? Do you like the Deep Space Nine revamp? Do you like the new visual overhaul of the Tier 6 Jem'Hadar Dreadnought Carrier and Bug Ship, which I thought were amazing? So yeah, let me know down in the comments below, guys. But that covers it. Thank you very much for watching. Bye for now.